Hi, is it Tamika? I do hope I pronounced your name okay, my darling. I'm just going to share you the link to this reading so you can either watch it now or you can watch the replay. So let me just send you the link. Okay. Oops, Daisy, hang on. Hang on. Oops, Daisy. Starting. Private, only your eyes can see this. It is private. I'm just focusing on your picture and connecting and see what I can pick up, my darling. I want to say you look very, very lovely considering it's quite late where you are and it's just about bedtime. What I'm first feeling as I'm connecting to you is the feeling that something is holding you back. I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's like you are ready to move forward, but for some reason you're stuck in like a, I don't know, time warp, or it's like the brakes are stuck on, and then it's like they're not releasing for anything. It's like something something is scaring you. Something is putting fear into place. I feel it's more so of what lies on the other side. Okay, once these brakes have been released and you start moving forward, you're afraid of what is to come. I also feel that there's more than going on than meets the eye. I do feel that that smile in the picture can be a little bit of a front. What I mean by this is sometimes it's easy to hide behind a smile and pretend that everything's okay, when in fact it's not. There's a lot of things going on that we don't really want other people to know about. Now, I do feel that some of the things going on with you could be related to your relationships. I do feel that for some reason I'm feeling that there's a decision that you are being faced with. It's like you are struggling to understand where things go from here. Again, you're afraid of what lies beyond that barrier that you are keeping yourself behind. I do feel within you, though everything is fine, it's just the things that are going on in and around you, if you know what I mean. It's not like you're not letting things affect you in the way that people thought that they would. I do feel that you're coping with situation a lot better than anticipated. I hope that makes sense. I do feel that you need to try to look at all the opportunities that could be available to you, because I do feel you're not seeing things as other people would. If you was to step outside the box and look at things from a different perspective, you might see things in a different light, my darling. I do feel that one of the things that could be worrying you is that things are not turning out the way that you hope that they would. Sometimes that does have a damper on our on things in general. If we're expecting something to go a certain way and then it don't, it can have a huge effect on us, and can set us backwards instead of us going forward. You need to try to remain positive. So I do feel that at the moment, because of things not turning out the way that you hope that they would, there's a lot of negative things that you're seeing. It's like you feel as if that because one thing hasn't turned out the way that it should do, that other things are gonna gonna get fall into place after that, and think it's like one thing fails, everything else is gonna fail after it. You need to have faith and believe. And like I said, try to look at things from a different perspective. If you try to look at things from another person's point of view, try to look at what advice you might give yourself regarding the situation. I do feel that you feel as if that being yourself isn't enough. It's almost like you feel that you could do more. If you feel as if that you need to try to do more to meet somebody else's expectations. Even though things are at a standstill, you need to know that this is just it isn't forever. Okay, things will start moving again as long as you feel within yourself that you're ready to move things forward. When you get the ball rolling yourself, then everything else will fall with it. If that makes sense, it's like you need to understand that it's okay to be yourself. It's okay for you not to be happy about certain situations. It's okay for you to say what's on your mind. 'Cause I do feel you tend to just go with things. You just tend to just go with the flow. You just tend to say, yeah, okay, I agree. You agree with other people's decisions regarding that may involve yourself, rather than say to you, hey, do you know what? Actually, no, that's not what I want. This is what I want. You don't do that. I feel that you tend to just go with what everybody else says is right, and that's how you tend to live your life. You need to stop and think about, by doing things that way, are you making yourself happy? Are you truly 100% happy? I do feel that, small changes could lead to great things. Sometimes we only need to make small changes, sometimes the big changes. Sometimes it could be just speaking your mind, and just saying, okay, this is what's going on, and then move things forward. So just like I said, small changes. So it could be just, you just need to speak up about how you're feeling, and maybe a little bit more than what you are now. Um, because I feel that you are causing yourself unnecessary worry. Okay, what I'm doing, if you listen, so I'm looking at your photo. I've got your picture up on the screen beside me there. So I'm looking at you and I'm talking to your photograph. Might seem a bit weird, but that's how I'm connecting to you. Okay, so it feels like I'm talking to you. Okay, I do feel that you feel that things are set in stone. You feel that you can't make any changes regarding certain situations. But I feel that if if you're truly happy with the way things are, then continue to move forward, and do the things the way that you are. But if you're not, then I do feel that you need to make changes. Okay. I'm also feeling that there's things that are coming into play that could be reminding you of your childhood. I feel that you feel as if that maybe history could be repeating itself, not necessarily with you, but maybe with somebody around you, and you feel that you need to step in and do something to prevent them going through what you went through. Know that it's okay for you to speak up. It's okay for you to say, hey, do you know what? I know how you're feeling. I think I can help you. Um, it may also be able to help yourself as well, because it's going to help you realize that you're stronger than you give yourself credit for. Okay. I'm also feeling that I want to say that things are starting to turn around. Things are starting to turn around for the better. Now, let's just get that back up there. Okay, there we go. I do feel that although you may not see it, things are turning around slowly. As they say, small steps lead to big steps, and I do feel that by moving things at the pace that you're going, everything is going to be okay. You don't need to rush, and those around you will understand when you say, I'm happy at this pace. Can we leave things going at this pace? But I don't want to rush into something that you're not 100% sure that you're ready for. Okay, and with that, I'm hearing commitment. So I don't know if that's commitment within a relationship, or whether it's commitment within something else. Okay. I do feel that the difficult situations that you've been facing are starting to come to an end. Sometimes it's hard to see that and understand that you don't have to feel like that because something's ending, then that's the end of everything. Endings merely mean making way for new beginnings, and I do see new doors opening for you. I do feel, as I said, difficult situations coming to an end. I do feel that you need to start thinking positive, because positive thoughts do bring positive outcomes. I'm not sure if it's you, but or somebody around you. I want to say there's some form of an addiction. And I feel this is relates to a person that you see going through something that you went through, maybe, and that's where the helping of this person could be come from is through watching them with an addiction. I'm not 100% sure, okay, but I don't know if that be the memories from the childhood or something that's happened in your past, or you seeing somebody else with the addiction and they seeing somebody else with it, okay. But I do see addiction is having quite a big part of your life at the moment, and as I said, not necessarily from you, but you wanting to help somebody else with the addiction. You've seen it before, you've been there before, and you want to put a stop to things before they spiral completely out of control. If I am completely off um the table with that, please do let me know, and I do apologise. I feel that you do. Again, I come back to you being afraid of the unknown. You're afraid of what lies ahead. You're afraid, or for some reason, I want to say the norm. I mean, what is normal? How do you define normal in anybody's life? And we all have our own kind of normal. So it's kind of asking you, I suppose, what is your normal, and something for you to maybe sit back and think about. How do you define your normal? What is your normal, and how do you live your normal, and how do you cope? I do feel that you are struggling with things a little bit more than you tend to let on to people. Don't be afraid to speak up, because people do listen. They might not seem like they listen, but they do. Okay, so that's what I got from just looking at your photograph, my darling. I am going to pull you some cards from one of my decks. I'm going to start with the normal playing cards. Okay, these are what I call oral fortune telling cards. They're very good at predicting some of the things that may be going on in your life now. Um, good at the present and the future. So I'm just going to pull 4 cards and see what comes up for you. Okay, I'm asking the cards, what does Tamikka, what a beautiful name, need to know? What message do we have for Tamikka today? Let's see what comes up for you. Okay. I always like to pull 4 cards up. They're falling out for me. They're telling me before that she's got up this one. She needs this card. They're falling on before I'm shuffling. Got a lot of hearts. There's a lot of love. Um, I feel that you're very, very well. You've got a lot of support. Okay, more support than I think that you realise around you. There's a lot of love. Okay, let me just see what we got here. Okay, we got as I said, we got 3 lots of hearts here, which tells me about a lot of love. Um, and I do feel it's telling me that you've got a lot of support. I do feel that you tend to feel that people aren't going to support you in a way that you feel that you need support. I do see that things are turning around. There is a sudden wave of good luck that is coming your way. I do also feel there is someone around you that's taking more of an interest in you than you anticipated, and I do feel with that, if you're not happy with the attention that this person's giving you, you need to tell them to back off just a little bit, because they're being a little bit overbearing. Okay. Again, we've got someone whose interest to you is unreliable. So I do feel that you know it's not the person that you want the attention from. So I do feel you need to ask this person to step back just a little bit. Okay. And I'm looking at what else we've got here. I do feel that as long as you stay determined and positive, your wishes and your dreams are going to be fulfilled. Okay, I do feel that there's a few little setbacks that's going on with you at the moment. With someone that's giving you attention that you don't want, which you do need to tell them back off. But no, apart from that, I do see everything else turning around for you. We also got the 10 of Clubs here. Okay, and the 10 of Clubs is about luck with money. Um, if there's a trip that you've been thinking about taking, now is a good time to take that trip. We also got the 6 of Spades. Okay, the 6 of Spades is telling me about small changes lead to improvements. Okay, and I do feel that's what you need to do is look at small changes, because these small changes are going to lead to improvements not only in your life, but I feel with those around you as well. I'm just going to see if anything else wants to come up for you from these cards. And yeah, the message is you lady, please. Thank you. Okay, just 3 more cards for you, straight. Okay, and these are telling me, okay, we've got the 3 of clubs, and these are telling me that okay, things are gonna be successful. Okay, you know that things are turning out the way that they should be. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. So you need to keep positive. I know it's easier said than done sometimes, but remain positive, darling. We also got the Jack of Diamonds, which is telling me again about the person that's showing you that bit of interest that you don't want. Um, I know it's. I want to say it's a younger person. This person is younger than you are. You need to tell them that it needs to stop. By doing that again, as I said, things can start to move forward on that aspect. We also got the 8 of Hearts, which is telling me expect the unexpected. There's going to be a gift coming your way. I don't know whether it be of money or if it be of something that you've long time wanted. But I do see something that you have been waiting for is going to come in the post, and I feel it's going to come more so unexpectedly. It's like you've given something you've given up on that you thought you're not ever going to get is going to come in the post. I do feel that it's something that is needed as well right now. I'm not quite sure exactly what that might be, so keep your eye open for that. Okay, I think that's it from these cards for you. Okay, so I'm now going to pull you some cards from another deck. What we got here? I'm going to go with the Flower Therapy deck for you, my darling. Okay, see what comes up here for you. Oopsie daisy. And here another 5, so I do feel 5 cards are going to come up for you, my darling. Oh, that one flew on out, that one. 5. Okay, what I'm seeing here is a time of coming together. So I do feel that you've got more support around you than you give yourself credit for. People and family come together when it matters, and I do feel there's something going on at the moment that matters. I do feel that the bond is stronger than you realize. Okay, I also feel that you are feeling like you're blocked, you're bunged up. You feel as if that you're stuck when in fact you're not stuck. I do feel that you're not looking in the right places for the right answers that you're seeking. Okay, the answers that you look for are right there in front of you, and I do feel that it's more so about asking other people for help and support instead of trying to deal with things on your own. I'm also seeing your financial situation is improving. Your money struggles are now becoming a thing of the past. Things are turning around on that aspect. And also we got back here about protecting yourself. I do feel that you are already protecting yourself, but I do feel this card is more so for you to know that it's okay for you to release some of that protection. It's okay. You're safe. You need to stop expecting the worst, okay? Not everybody or everything is going to turn out as badly as you expect it to. You need to keep your thoughts positive, my darling, and also remember to take time for yourself. It's okay being there for everybody, but you also need to be there for yourself as well, because that is what is important, taking care of you. Sometimes we take a step back. We think, it's okay. I don't matter as long as everybody else is happy. Then we think that we're happy. When truly, when we look deep inside ourselves, we're not 100% happy because we're not doing anything that we want to do. We're not making time for ourselves. We're tiring ourselves out. We're going to bed tired, waking up tired. where we're constantly on the go, our feet are constantly aching, and that's not how it's meant to be. You're meant to make find balance between work, rest, and play. And I do feel this is something that you're not. I do see you kind of rushed off your feet quite a lot and trying to be there for everybody else instead of being there for yourself, and allowing other people to be there for you instead of you being there for them. It's about time the tables turned. I'm going to leave that with you as that. I will look forward to your feedback. If you have any questions, please do put them forward to me, whether it be related to the reading or if it be additional question that you might have. Put it to me and I'll answer it to the best that I can for you. I would also appreciate you if you could leave some honest feedback upon the page. This, as I said, you asked for psychic reading, you asked for it to be video recorded this way. That's why I've done the photo reading and then done the cards. Normally psychic readings work best, or the connection is stronger when we're properly connected. But I do hope that you can relate to, if not all of what I said, some of what I said to you. Do take care. Love, light, and bless be. Bye bye.